Hugo boots it, and Samuel steps up to take it. Hit hard, short of the 25-yard line. Fine back, 3 Street Tigers. A false start. This is a team that's gone on the road in the Carrier Dome.
Game. 83, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
On 1st and 15 now. Again, a whistle and a flag.
Florida State. False start, number 56, offense, 5-yard penalty.
It's interesting,
He faces a 1st and 20. They pitch it. It's low. Radcliffe scoops it up and is knocked down by Ken Seidable. Reggie Bonifin, the converted quarterback's in the backfield. Jackson instead fires a dart over the middle, incomplete.
bring the pressure and come after him.
Jackson flips it over the head of L.J. Scott, who came out of the backfield. 2 penalties to start the possession, undoes it. Prolific offense to begin this showdown. McLeod had some space, but chose to play it safe.
And Ray McLeod.
Cardinals defense has been nasty with the pass rush so far this year. McLeod in motion. They hand it though to Wayne Gallman, and he breaks the tackle and gets into Louisville territory with a first down. A quiet empty backfield again.
He likes the quarterback draw on this look.
Instead, fires incomplete. He was knocked down as he threw the ball, tried to get it on the sidelines to Mike Williams.
All week, 2.5 seconds or less to get the ball out.
Gallman in motion. Watson fakes it to him, rolls out, tiptoes along the sidelines, picks. Louisville doesn't rush a bunch of guys, and a throw over the middle, almost intercepted, make it down. Had a later 61-yarder. He might have scored if he hadn't cramped up. So Andy Teasdall boots it high, doesn't give Alexander a chance, and they'll knock it dead just short of the goal line. Great job on the coverage team as Tankersley got down there, and Jackson's going to be pinned back a foot from his own goal line for their second possession. And Jackson will throw from the end zone and just bat it down. 0 for 3 start for Jackson. They hand it off of the I formation, and busting loose is Jeremy Smith. He's the short yardage back, but makes a huge play out across the thing there because they wanted to hammer for just a yard or 2 to make it safer. Instead, they get out of jail. This time, Jackson keeps it, and he's dropped in the backfield by that man again. What a start for Wilkins, Kirk. 3-10 playing defensive end with that kind of quickness. On 2nd and 17, they hand it off to Smith inside. It's going to be 3rd and very long. 2nd, 3rd and long already. It's going to be 3rd and longer. Another false start. And was the guard looked like Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter, the left guard.
False start, number 50, offense.
We're not even 5 minutes.
On 3rd and long, Jackson dropped again. Just cannot escape as Ben Boulware, the loud and aggressive leader of that defense, had the sack.
They're getting a young quarterback tonight.
King to boot it away again. A better kick as McLeod backpedals all the way to the 22-yard line. And the Cardinals coverage team down there early. There's a flag near the tackle.
During the return, legal block in the back. Number 2 on the return team, 10-yard penalty, first down receiving team.
Along with Devontae Fields, they'll bring pressure all night when Clemson throws the football.
Keeper from Watson cuts it up after faking the pitch and gains about 8 before.
Anytime Deshaun Watson runs the football effectively, that sets up other things in the offense, other play action opportunities.
Watson from the pocket loops it downfield and over the head of a streaking
game, and Alexander will too to defend him.
On 3rd down, Watson, the keeper, cuts it back, and they'll move the sticks. They feed Gallman right up the middle and just trying to bowl over.
Middle at center.
Gallman again bounces it, breaks a tackle, and has a first down across the 37. Watson, first completed pass for either guy tonight. It's a very short play to McLeod. Again, Gallman motions out, and Watson running all the way, but this time running into heavy traffic in the middle. It'll be crowding the line, coming after Watson, gets good protection. The ball is deflected as it goes out. Williams tried to make the catch, and they're calling it a catch at the 45. bounced off his foot. And now someone comes in and another official did not hit the ground. The pressure that was effective. Crowd still doesn't like the call, but it's too late. And Alexander driven back inside the 15. And once again,
up so far here early.
Jackson rolling out, and a low throw incomplete. Respected and feared play callers in college football. Samuel motions into the backfield. Jackson fakes it, keeps it, and is brought down. Just got it away from the pocket. Jackson closed down, sacked again. Scott Pagano, a backup tackle, along with Cleveland Farrell. Yeah. They still couldn't stop him.
Right.
Another 3 and out for Louisville. And King boots it away. McLeod retreating, and once again, pretty conservative attitude about conference loss for the Seminoles. Adam Choice, a sophomore from Thomasville, Georgia, is in the game as the ball is looped near sideline, and Williams makes the catch out near midfield. Ball.
And Washington does a heck of a job. Boy, he has accepted this responsibility into the boundary. Ball hits the ground, playing well.
Sweeney feels they missed that pass interference, and Watson again picks his way up the middle and is just bent backwards after a 3-yard gain. Louisville brings the heat again. And Watson steps up, cannot get away. Wrestled down by James Hearn. And Louisville, not just about the trigger men. Teasdall to get it away. It's a low boot. Alexander just steps back and lets it bounce. And it's going to roll dead inside the 20-yard line. 30 total yards. This is Radcliffe. Able to spin back after a short gain. Jeremy Smith
away from the teeth of the Clemson defense.
On 2nd and 6, Jackson finally completes a pass, and this is Staples who moves the sticks out to the 30. Very much in danger here. Jackson on first end delivers right again. They take that cushion with Staples and they gain about 5. On 2nd and 5, they hand it off to Radcliffe. Boulware trying to wrestle him down. You see the determination from this senior out of Miami, one of the co-captains of his team. Out of the pistol. Jackson keeps it, gets around the edge as the Tigers lost contain that time. Their offense has threatened tonight. Radcliffe. He's a perfect complement to the electric. And the Cardinals are marching on 2nd and 5. They test the middle again and push the pile. It'll be third. L.J. Scott is the back, but Jackson's going to throw on 3rd and down. Takes a shot downfield. Then the catch is made inside the 5 by Cole Hicatini, the tight end.
So you're attacking with the running game. You're attacking. Everybody's concerned about it. And all of a sudden, people are out of position. Everybody's up here, and he sneaks behind them for an easy executed play by the quarterback. He's called for it now. He wants it right now. Boulware lucky to get back there and stop him.
Down completion to Hicatini. Scott is in the backfield. Jackson trying to escape and fires a low ball. Scott couldn't come up with it. It's Smith. Nowhere to run. Bounces. Doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and goal.
An opportunity to run or throw.
Instead, it's Smith again, and he dives for a touchdown as Louisville draws first blood, an 82-yard, 11-play march.
Especially after the last play, that showed a lot of trust and confidence in your offensive line against this Clemson defensive line and your power back, Jeremy Smith. Remember, they got pushed back into the backfield the previous play. This time they go to the left. It's clean, and it gives Smith a chance to extend for that touchdown. Progressive pylon cam showing you the 4th rushing touchdown for Smith. This offense is all about the big, flashy, explosive plays. When they need a tough yard, they go to 34. Impressive drive after a very shaky, self-destructive start to this game for the Louisville offense. Kicking's been a problem. This is Blanton Creaky, who took over the duties in last week's game at Marshall, and the lefty does drive it through with no problem. Okay. Tavian Feaster is a true freshman who's got C.J. Spiller's old number. They unretired it for this talented guy, and he brings that across the 20. They chip for him. Oh, yeah.
Hicatini. So Deshaun still got to get going. He's 1 for 6 passing. He's run it pretty effectively. time they hand it to Goldman.
It's not just him. The receiver's got to get some separation and break away from this coverage.
Again, with an empty backfield, you almost expect Watson to take off. The Cardinals expected it. And
You're making a call as a center. Where's the pressure coming from?
well, Leggett motions over to the right. And he whistled. There was still time on the play clock, but it's a false start, Kirk.
False start. Number 34, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
They bring 5. Watson gets it away. Leggett over the middle. A nice dart for Deshaun. His first real positive pass play moves the ball to the 45.
See, because they're turned and running, it opens up a crease.
The game 24. Crank up the tempo. Williams breaks a tackle and scoots to the 40 of Louisville. And here comes a flag. They'll tack on 15 more for a hit out of bounds. Watson thought about flipping it to McLeod. Now throws it short. And Trevi.
Everything to do with the pass rush and the coverage.
Handed off inside to Gallman. And he breaks a tackle. Wayne Gallman still barreling for a first. Flipped across the middle and intercepted. Intercepted by Jair Alexander as Watson made a tough decision down there near the goal line.
I just said run the ball, and then where's Mike Williams? Louisville's looking at the same scouting report that we're looking at. They have confidence in Alexander to make this play, but watch the location of the football. Watch how it's thrown behind him instead of in front of him. That's what gave Alexander a chance to catch up, get underneath it, and intercept it. If the ball is thrown out in front to Mike Williams, it's a touchdown. Ball's thrown behind, he tries to come back, and it gives Alexander a chance to make a big play. After watching him against Florida State in this game, he is legit.
Jackson cannot escape. The pass rush traps him again. That was Albert Huggins, one of the backups. Trapped the entire season coming in. Steps up. Nope. Cannot escape again. Well, he's still alive somehow, and now we'll just flip it away to the bench. 17. Jackson will not outrun a whole bunch of Tigers. There's a flag down. It was on the edge where the back, L.J. Scott, was going out for a route.
Holding. Defense. Number 15. 10-yard penalty. He added on to the run. 3rd down.
That's Radcliffe in motion. Jackson keeps it. Accelerates and shows that balance. He wanted a lot more, but it's plenty to move the chains. He said, I almost had about 70 yards. Flips it short. Nicotini, who made the big play down to set up the touchdown.
His skill set and his size in the NFL.
That was Jackson following Radcliffe. Head end look on 3rd and 2. Jackson backpedals, flips it for a screen, and a diving catch is made for.
They go back the other way against a fast-flowing defense.
Oh, Jackson wasn't expecting the snap there. It's loose. A scramble for the football. Clemson's got it. Boulware recovered it as a miscommunication between center and quarterback.
I don't know if Lamar Jackson wasn't expecting the snap. You can see that Bobby Petrino is talking to Hughley, the center. He's looking around, not ready for the ball. The ball snapped. It looked like Radcliffe might get on top of it, but he did not, and Boulware's all over it.
They've been. Fake it to Gallman, flip it near side to Artavis Scott, and Scott gets some nice blocking on the edge in a big game.
Backing these receivers again on both sides.
Watson from the pocket, looks down the field to Deon Cain, and he collects it for a Clemson touchdown.
Extra sure that he held on to the ball.
High snap. And a good job there by Seth Ryan.
Here, they're actually going to attack off to the left. What you see is Leggett striking right down the middle. It's going to attract this defensive back, and because of that, now he goes downfield and makes the throw, and a good job by Cain. But they got the secondary out of position. Washington, and Deon Cain's been waiting a long time to have an impact on a football game, and he just did in tying it up.
We'll see how Louisville offense responds to that miscue, which really changed the course of this first half. You don't really expect. Two-back look. option. Jackson spins and twists forward. A short gain, though. Kendall Joseph was right there. Hit and drop behind the line there is L.J. Scott. Terrific penetration right away.
Back. It's a misread.
3rd and 15. Jackson, flick of the wrist, fires it downfield. Diving interception. Jadar Johnson, who made the pick to seal the win a year ago against Louisville, comes up with this back-to-back turnovers for Jackson's offense.
You talk about range from a center field free safety. He's sitting back playing man free in the middle of the field, and he has some real closing speed. Ball is up in the air, and honestly, Chris Johnson's just playing backyard football.
7th career interception for the guy who was a 3-year backup, now emerged as a starter, makes a big play, and the Tigers back in business near midfield in a 7-7 game. Meanwhile, Clemson at the 45. And another design run for Watson. He shows the strength, loses the ball, comes out, it's a turnover, and Louisville recovers at the 40. Chucky Williams came up with it.
Boy, that a good job here by this defense at ripping at the ball. James Hearns, the junior, who's known for his pass rushing skills, does not give up on that play, and Watson's fighting for yards. He looked to me that he was still up, and they ripped at that football. You can see him right there.
Yeah.
Ball is out. Ball is
hand
out.
hit, but not the elbow. You're right.
The hands down, but the elbow is not.
Tonight. Radcliffe loses the ball again. It's a scrum. Clemson says they've got it. They come out with it. And it is a Clemson takeaway. Carlos Watkins with the recovery. Turnover epidemic in Death Valley.
I think this was a backhanded effort by this Clemson defensive line. They're slanting and angling right there. He smacked at the football. I think he also ended up coming up with it. Watch his hand come in from Watkins. Actually hits his own man. His own man, McNeil, trying to make a block on Watkins, and then Watkins able to jump on top of it.
Back-to-back turnovers. And then Clemson ball again. Inside the Louisville 40. Watson on the play-action fake. Takes a shot downfield. Scott will draw a flag.
No,
throwing the
receiver.
football.
That's a touchdown.
And Gallman bursting free. Touchdown! Clemson cashes in another takeaway. Get the feeling tonight, if Louisville's going to turn it over, it's going to be very costly, and has been again. 24 yards on the run for Gallman. His 4th rushing touchdown this year. He wasn't smiling yesterday when we met with the players, was he?
No.
He's been waiting to explode.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Cardinals face a deficit for the first time this season. And he'll be driven deep into the end zone.
Now this offensive
in the pistol, and now he'll motion. And Jackson keeps it, but a flag before the snap.
Receiver moving.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
These self-inflicted wounds for Louisville. On 1st and 15, they hand it off and straight ahead. Some tough running to get 10 of the yards.
Ability to run the ball. They went to the outside.
Smith cuts it back and powers forward, still fighting for yardage. It'll set up a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, little play action. Jackson again loops it downfield, and a jump ball. Nice play to break it up by Tankersley. Staples was the intended receiver here. King is backed up. It's a high kick away, not particularly deep, and so yet another fair catch for McLeod at the 40.
Ball and fight for it.
Gallman hit behind the line, shakes free, still running. Gets into Louisville. Adam Choice replaces him. McLeod, though, in motion, takes a little pop pass, makes a cut. Ray into Louisville, a dozen yards. Comes in motion again. This time it's Watson in the pocket. Shoots it downfield for Kane again, who makes a diving catch for a touchdown. His second tonight. Welcome back, Deon Kane.
Great, good for Deon Kane. Guy that was sent home from the national championship game. Failed a drug test. Dabo didn't flinch, sent him home, didn't go through spring ball. Has been off to a slow start this year, coming back to this team. Has had a bunch of drops in the first 4 games. Incredibly talented 5-star recruit out of the Tampa area.
What if Tony Elliott says? You got to find your mojo. You got to get your mojo back and just have fun, play ball. And total yards in any first quarter this year. Samuel's going to try. And he is knocked down. Excellent job. Field position. That's been another feature of this first half. Jackson from the pocket delivers. Catch made by James Quick. First. L.J. Scott. Not much room in the middle there, but they do move the sticks for a first down.
The way the Tigers are coming after.
As we said, Venables wanted to make that point proven tonight. There he is scrambling, flips it underneath, and the catch is made by Scott, who's knocked out. That position, right?
Unbelievable.
Second leading tackler of the team coming in. Jackson over the middle. Again, a completion made. He's been the main weapon tonight. From the pocket, Jackson fires. Deflected right off the hands of Tigers. Bring some pressure. Jackson picks it up, works down the field, and in coverage there, Quick got tangled up with Ryan Carter, and a flag comes out.
It's 3 and dropping 8. Nope, they're coming late.
Jackson takes off, sidesteps a man, shows that incredible elusiveness, and picks up a crucial first down. Get that chain pulled taut.
Yeah. Good for him for that effort.
Just by an inch, it is a first down. On first down, Jackson fires complete, Quick, weaving into the secondary, knocked down at the 23, and now
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 9 on the offense. It's still 15-yard penalty.
So they get back 15 yards of a 25-yard gain. Now they flip it out in the flat there, and Scott dances down the 3 different running backs as receivers.
Number 90 on the defense, 15-yard ran the run, automatic.
Now they got Dexter.
Drive, by the way, in this football game.
First. And shows the deceptive strength that he has. It's easy to focus on. Jackson. Still got the ball, and Bulwer's got him this time and wrestles him down.
Plays for himself.
Final minute, 3rd and 5. Jackson escapes again, lofts it to the end zone, jump ball incomplete. Hicatini was the intended receiver. Tankersley was all over him. That time, not a linebacker, a corner on him. 11. And he just sneaks it through. Creaky, the sophomore from Shelbyville, Kentucky, the replacement kicker for the last couple of games, and he'll have a chance. Feaster. Knocked down across the 25, and with 12 penalties in the first half. Watson on first down. And they're not going to play it too conservative. They're going to go to Scott, who's across midfield. Tigers have all 3 timeouts. Now 5 seconds, 2 more timeouts. Watson back. No pressure. Throws it down the middle of the field to Leggett, who just gets grabbed. An easy interference call. That time on the Cardinals, Josh Harvey Clemens.
And how good a tight end he is.
Defense, number 25, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
He moves it to the 35 now with 19 seconds. Watson from the pocket delivers a low throw, catch made at the 16-yard line by Williams. Now they're well within field goal range.
Away.
Only 3-man rush look for Louisville. And they pressure Watson, who's flushed out, delivers complete inside the 5 to Williams. On first and goal, Watson fires high. Touchdown, Scott. And the Tigers extend the lead with 5 seconds before halftime.
We're going down the field, 4 plays, 73 yards in 32 seconds for a touchdown. How about how well designed this play is? You see receiver from the outside that actually is going to take the defender, and Scott works here and follows him. He actually trails him. See the receiver right here? He's going to occupy the defenders, and that will open it up behind for Scott. And the timing, not hesitating, getting that ball out before 11, D. Smith, the safety, could come over and dislodge the football. Perfectly executed and well designed there by Tony Elliott and Jeff Scott, the co-offensive coordinators. Be aggressive and have fun.
Now a little spooch kick along the ground there, and the Cardinals recovered at the 40, and they paid for it. Meanwhile, job number 1 against Jackson. Stop him running. They have so far. And the quarterback will knock down again. A 4th sack for the Tigers to punctuate this first half. Cleveland Farrell got him. And the Tigers, after hearing all the hype about this high-powered offense coming into their house, have made a strong second quarter statement. They will take an 18-point lead as we take it to Tom Rinaldi with Petrino for Clemson. And they'll try to add to the lead beginning. Feaster picks his way out across the 25-yard line.
And getting the ball back to their own offense.
And Gallman, who scored a touchdown in the first half.
Birthday night, 73 yards and a touchdown. No big deal.
Pretty cool.
He had a big game in the opener against Auburn. He was a workhorse there with 123, but not much since then. On the slant, in and out of the hands of McLeod, and a diving attempt. It's a pick. A circus grab by Chucky Williams. Off the hands. That wasn't the quarterback's fault.
And it's the little things. Ray McLeod, the ball is thrown right into his hands, goes off his shoulder pad and into the waiting arms of Chucky Williams, who's paying attention, the leader of that secondary. How many times do coaches work on receivers? Catch the ball with your hands. It goes right through his hands, off that shoulder pad, and that's exactly what this defense needed to do. Their 3rd turnover that they've been able to create. They get the ball in good field position for Lamar Jackson.
See if Louisville can cash it in. Jackson fires far side, a sure throw to Quick, and Quick spinning for about a 2-yard gain. To check with Tom Rinaldi. The wide receivers, co-coordinated with Chris Klemakis. On second down, Jackson takes off and darts inside the 30. You get a glimpse of the accelerated goal late in the second quarter. Now Jackson delivers a dart, complete again, and a hard hit delivered.
They'll have to start on the outside.
Radcliffe cuts it back, knocked down inside the 10. It'll be Bonifant motions back in. They fake it to him, and tripped up is Jackson. Again, quick penetration.
Catini, always an option, who's in motion here.
Smith, absolutely stuffed. Hit for a loss right in the middle as Dorian O'Daniel filled. Huge win for the Clemson defense if they could force a field goal attempt. Jackson over the middle, wide open. Touchdown is James Quick. They didn't account for the senior leading receiver.
Louisville touchdown.
James Quick is the go-to guy. I'm with you, Chris. And nobody accounts for him. They brought the blitz. Great recognition by Lamar Jackson. Not only the middle linebacker, but the free safety came as well. There's nobody left there, and Lamar Jackson able to recognize that. Keep talking about keep your poise. He sure kept his poise on that play.
And Quick raised his hand just in case the quarterback didn't see him. Hey, Lamar, I'm wide open. But a miscue on the PAT. So Watkins, so a 12-point margin as kickoff is short. And Feaster has a chance. Spun around and across the 25-yard line. It's our all-would set up the interception.
16 drops coming into tonight.
That was the first one we've seen this evening. Gallman knocked down after a 3.
See if Deshaun Watson can re-energize this offense.
Straight keeper, and Watson showing some strength. On 3rd and 1, some traffic and some confusion in the backfield as Watson and Gallman nearly collided, and Drew Bailey makes the stop. Back deep to receive Teasdall's punt. Lets it bounce and now fields it on the bounce again. Dangerous, and they just knock him down. Jackson fakes it to Radcliffe immediately, puts his eyes downfield, now tries to buy time, spinning around, and is finally knocked down for a short loss. Thought he might escape there. On 2nd and 13, Jackson over the middle, threw it behind the streaking Samuel.
Holding, defense, number 15, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Radcliffe's got it. And he's got some room. Radcliffe into Clemson territory. Physical run down to the... After the 18-yard gain. Pass. Again, looking for Samuel and yards a catch. On play action. Jackson looking downfield. And that one intended for quick. Incomplete. Again, Jadar Johnson said it shouldn't be a problem to contain him.
Well, he's playing well tonight.
On 3rd down, Jackson flips it complete. And again, it's Hicatini with a crucial catch in a game. Got 20 on 3rd and 10. Now Jackson again looks to his left, lofts it to the end zone, trying to run underneath it. Jackson keeps it and gets around the corner, dancing free inside the 10. Short gain for Radcliffe to the 5.
That probably means attack guy right here who they've been trying to throw to. This guy's going to block.
Look. Jackson cut down at the 1. Look at him spying the quarterback here. It's Jackson all the way in a run, and they were ready for it. And Boulware drops him for a loss back at the 5. It's 4th down.
Really surprised. A slow developing play into the boundary.
For this team at the moment. Freaky having had the PAT blocked. He was good in his earlier field goal attempt, and this one is knocked through. But again, keeps the lead at 9 points so far in the quarter, and Clemson's offense is stalled. A turnover and a 3 and out. Feaster knocked down at the 25-yard line.
Everybody watched that one.
Washington, Oregon next week. Handoff inside, running right into a wall is Dahlman.
There's not a lot of energy in this building, and again, Louisville right now just quietly getting back in the game.
Watson rolling out, launches downfield, and it's over the head. Games in Death Valley.
Here's that look again. Where's the pressure coming from? They're showing right. Will they back off at the snap of the ball and come from the left? Let's see what they do.
Back off at bring 5. Watson trying to get away and does. First down. Still running. And shows the elusiveness into Louisville territory. A crucial pickup for the quarterback there.
And this is what Deshaun Watson does so well.
There's Gallman now.
Explosive he is, but Deshaun Watson is very effective, obviously, as a runner.
23 there. Now flips it to Kane and gets a block, and they move. Again, a straight run. Evades traffic. Deshaun Watson spinning down near the 20. First down. Fake to Gallman, and Watson delivers over the middle. And the catch made by Leggett, lost the ball. A turnover. Chucky Williams, who earlier made the pick in this quarter, has got the football. He's still running. Alexander knocked it loose, Kirk. Another turnover.
Alexander has been everywhere tonight. Doesn't give up on this play. Actually, it's a really well-designed play by Clemson. But watch Alexander against the big man. I don't know if that ball ended up hitting the ground. Nonetheless, whether it's an interception or a fumble, it's Louisville ball. He runs for a few steps.
Yeah, it'll be a fumble recovery.
Louisville takes over at the 23-yard line.
So the second turnover of the half for Clemson. 4 in the game now. Radcliffe takes the toss. Makes a cut and picks up. Radcliffe again. Cuts it back. Short game. Zaire Alexander.
Here in the second half.
Another handoff up the middle. A different kind of attack from Petrino.
Move the ball without the big playability.
Lead 7 on 3rd down. Here comes the pressure again. Jackson flips it complete. And that's Smith And the back rumbling deep into Clemson territory. Another big third down conversion. He's 29-yard gain. Jackson straight back from the pocket. Good protection, delivers a strike down inside the 15-yard line. In 2 minutes, they moved it 65 yards. Jackson keeps it, spins, still on his feet, diving down first and goal. Now you see the slipperiness of this quarterback as a runner.
That was almost four defenders that had their hands on him. Let's count them here. Good read. 1, 2, 3. Almost a fourth to take it into the end zone. That's here 4 times, only 2 touchdowns.
Jackson, keeper, and scores, standing up, and Louisville is roared right back in this game.
It's the first time that we have seen the Clemson defense on its heels. A little bit unsure, a little bit maybe questioning and flat-footed as opposed to confident, sure, sound, efficient, pinning their ears, knowing what's coming before it happens.
Here's Creaky with the PAT. He's had 1 blocked already and knocked it through. That's big as it cuts the lead to 2. So here's this is Artavis Scott. He's back at the return position from the 5, and the veteran receiver be knocked down near the 20. They feed Gallman. He cuts it back, and Gallman hauled down at the 35. It's McLeod in motion. He takes the little pitch there, breaks a tackle in the backfield, and battles hard, but it'll be a game. 2nd and 7, nothing doing. Stuff right at the line is Gallman.
Fields right next to each other.
Watson trying to escape the pressure, just dumps it into the ground to avoid a big loss. They were all over him. Quarterbacks all season long. So Alexander back inside his 30. Louisville's going to get the ball back down just 2. And a muff there. There's a scrum. Battling for it is Alexander. He's had a couple of big plays that had almost been a miscue, but he does retain possession. 3rd quarter. Very different expression on Lamar Jackson's face in that timeout than we saw earlier. Trying to escape the pocket here. Does get some room, does tiptoe, and then takes a shot, gets out of it.
This crowd, this defense, boy, they have shown a lot tonight.
Jackson flips it. Hicatini's been a huge weapon. They just have not been able to cover him, whether it's been a backer, touchdown, field goal, touchdown here in the 2nd half. Jackson wanted to look left, now fires across the middle, and that's a short gain by Jalen Smith. Trying to get back in and inspire this defense. Jackson takes off, slips a tackle, slips into the secondary, bumped out of the 30, and now you're seeing the Lamar Jackson that lit up college football the first month.
Yeah, he is reading the flow of the defense here, and he has the backside guard pulling. Watch the flow here, and watch the ball's in there. He reads this, and because they go to the outside, they get stretched. He pulls the ball out of the running back's arms and cuts in behind his left guard, who pulled around on a power play.
You got 18, Kirk, and suddenly Jackson's approaching a 100-yard rushing game. You got 94. Looking to throw on 1st down. A lot of time. Shoots it down the sideline. Jump ball. Karam knocked away. Bonifan was battling Johnson in the pistol. And that's Hicatini in motion, and now a false start. They hadn't had that happen in a while. I just jinxed them there. They've been so composed.
False start.
Something we saw a lot of
5-yard penalty
in the first half.
Quarterback, keeper, nowhere to run, and dropped for a big loss by Christian Wilkins. In the corner, Ryan Carter.
Big fella, and a bad read by Jackson.
Penalty, and now a 6-yard loss makes it 2nd and 21. Jackson delivers a high ball, again caught by Smith. Terrific catch by the physical runner who
took in bullware quite a bit.
3rd and 12, crucial because the field goal game is shaky for the Cardinals. That's a catch made by Staples. It's not a 1st down, but this for the lead from 28. Take that, he says. Have all 3 been chip shots, and Louisville all the way back A 19-zip run to take the lead. Creaky boots it deep, but not deep enough to prevent Scott from running it back. Little hurdle move. Artavis Scott makes a cut and is knocked down at the 30. Well, chapter in this quickly blossoming rivalry. Watson now suddenly trailing by a point in the fourth quarter. Hands it off to Gallman in this ball. Watson looking to throw. Throwing downfield, and it's intercepted. They test Jair Alexander again, and he makes the quarterback pay. What a night for him.
Deshaun Watson just puts this ball up in the air and hopes Kane can come up with it. It's the wrong guy to test. For all the young corners out there, you don't see college corners find the football the way Jair Alexander does. You throw a fade on him, he's not only in perfect position in phase, but he does a great job of looking up and locating the football, and then has the ball skills to come down with it. Man, this guy gets better every single rep you watch this guy.
Grantham loves having him on defense. I maybe give him a shot at receiver. He wants to play receiver.
Don't let him move from where he is right now. He is
You make
perfect.
a point. He's forced 3 turnovers tonight. 2 picks and a forced fumble. Now Jackson with the lead here. Thought about taking a deep shot, and now escapes, and look out. The sprinter in space. A little dead-legged move, and he's off and running inside the 15. Has this thing ever turned around?
This is
Suddenly trying to add to a lead here. This is Radcliffe bouncing it hard inside. Wow, he's still going. Finally the whistle.
Louisville is showing a lot of
More in character after losing his cool in the first half. He's got it again. Tough run down near the 10. Dexter Lawrence stopped him.
get to the outside on an option play.
He's trying to. No pitch. Gets the edge and scores standing up. You can expect it. You can try to defend it, but it's so tough to stop. Alexander's pick sets up another Jackson touchdown run.
You gotta set the edge against number 8. You cannot let him get to the outside, and it is easy for him here. Nobody sets the edge. He walks to the outside, and there's that stiff arm again. That time he gave it to Van Smith. Shows you how physical he can be, even wiry strong, as we say.
How about your guy Hicatini, Kirk? He's made 6 catches. He made the block on Bulwer to help spring the quarterback. Creaky knocks it through. That was important as Louisville stretches the lead to 8 and out. So Dabo Swinney trying to get his offense collected here. Still a 1-possession game. Once up 18, now down 8. Scott again has some room. Artavis Scott dances, cuts it back, and is in the clear. Artavis Scott just the kicker to beat. And he angles him out of bounds, but the huge return sets up Clemson at the 23. 77 yards.
So often when there's a bobble at the beginning of a return, defenders can get out of their lane. And I think that happened a little bit. It's set up perfectly off to the right. I thought he might stay to the right, but what vision and just instincts as a ball carrier. Remember, he played running back in high school. He's a guy who's just very, very gifted as a runner.
And the veteran makes a big impact as a returner. He's had kind of a frustrating season so far as a receiver. And Watson, 3. Watson keeps it, pitches it across the middle. Touchdown, Williams! Another lightning quick, massive momentum change on the kickoff return, and now a 2-point conversion for Clemson to try to tie it.
Clemson did not hesitate on the play call. Right away, lined up. Ball in the left half.
Empty backfield. Watson for the end zone. Battered up and intercepted. And so the 2-point try fails, and Louisville holds on to the lead. Low kick. Bounces around, and it's scooped up at the 15. And Alexander The big play man tonight is knocked out just short here in the second half. First down blitz, they pick it up, and Jackson flips it low and incomplete. Second down from the pocket, flips it short to Smith, who came out of the backfield. He's wrestled down. Here comes the heat. Jackson batted down, and he had Hicatini wide open in the flat, but Watkins batted it away. Set up the Tigers in good field position. King gets a high, deep, booming punt away. McLeod has to retreat and call
play, but we'll see if he can run the same.
All right, thanks, Sam. It was D'Angelo Brown, a 310-pounder who fell on the quarterback's knee. He looks like he's okay.
Sure, they'll keep a safety over top of him to protect him.
On 2nd and 4, they flip
right
it short. They go right in that direction, and the catch is made. First one back in. Watson from the pocket goes right down that sideline, and just juggling attempt by Scott. Incomplete, as they did take a deep shot.
Yeah.
Tesser. He's matched up on Kane on the top. Watson looks that direction. Now he escapes, flips it back low, and it's caught there by Trevion Thompson. His first
turn and made a good throw.
Gallman hammers forward inside the final 5 minutes now. At 20
minutes with the game on the line.
Watson steps up and now spins back into traffic, picks up with some reduced mobility. Back in the pocket, flips it across the middle, caught. Kane continues a huge night and fights down to the 31.
Well, this is a good job. Watch this linebacker right here who bites on the underneath route. And the anticipation there by Deshaun Watson to
in Hugel's field goal range already.
12 men on the field for
some confusion.
Louisville.
The flag comes in, a free play. Watson fires back, catches Leggett open. Leggett rumbling free down inside the 10, scores! With a free play, Watson took advantage, and Leggett rumbles all the way to the end zone. It's been a quiet night for Jordan until that one.
There was confusion from the very beginning on that play from Louisville. The sidelines trying to get the attention of the defense with 12 men on the field, and you'll see in this replay.
What a drive, though, Kirk. 8 plays, 85 yards and 257 with the lead 4. They'll go for 2 again.
How about the third down throw in the last play before the touchdown?
24-yarder to Kane. Gallman motions out. Watson, pop pass, got it, Leggett. They practiced the jump pass a lot this week and saved it for a 2-point play that makes the lead 6 with 3:14 to go. Jackson in good field position if he can. Hugel with a nice kickoff, and it'll be a touchback. Jackson back, delivers near side, and a battle for the ball won by Staples.
Collapse, it's so loud in here.
Jackson again, spinning, escaping. Jackson from the pocket delivers a short pass. It's a first down. 6 of his 7 catches have been for first down. And Jackson in the flat. They lose track of Big Smith, and he rumbles into Tiger territory at the 45.
How they're trying to slow him down.
2nd and 1. Option keeper still dancing in the clear. Jackson now shows the power and gets down inside the 30.
Anywhere on this field.
And Jackson delivers a throw far side. They use the cushion. Quick makes the catch, and he's knocked out of bounds. The clock will stop with 1:32.
Trying to find the open man.
Jackson rips a quick throw and a catch again by Reggie Bonifant, who gets involved now. They're inside the 15. Mr. Knight, can he come up with one more big play? Smith just hammers and tests the middle, and Bulwer's there to stop him. Notre Dame from trying to get in and force overtime. Jackson rolls out of the pocket and sprints out of bounds. An aggressive shove inside the 10. It will be third down.
I got you, buddy. There.
Jackson spins, escapes, still alive, fires to the end zone, incomplete. Wow.
Picatinny.
Van Smith was in coverage there.
There's the corner blitz. My gosh, he is so elusive. 3 different Tiger defenders had a chance at him.
And they showed blitz and got the offensive line to flinch, Kirk.
Number 72, offense. 5-yard penalty.
Got to get to the 2-yard line to keep hope alive. Jackson flips it short, quick, works free, fights, spins out of bounds, did not get there. Did not get there, came up a yard short as Marcus Edmond saves the game for Clemson. And Watson rallying, making some huge plays on that eventually game-winning touchdown drive. Wasn't perfect. It wasn't pretty and clean from his perspective, but it's winning.